Composition and health benefits of pistachios. Nutritional value of pistachios. In shape and composition. Pistachios are very similar to pine nuts, but they have twice as much protein to 20.6 g instead of 11.6 grams. They contain less fat, 48.4 grams, compared to 61 grams in pine nuts. The amount of carbohydrates is significant and reaches 14%. The caloric value of pistachios is high, 577 kcal per 100 grams of raw product. This amount of calories is enough for a 2-hour walk or 80-minute bike ride. For example, a bar of chocolate has on average the same calorie content. But these are mostly empty calories, and behind this high calorie content of pistachios, there are a lot of health benefits. For example, 86% of fats from pistachio nuts belong to the category of unsaturated. They do not increase blood viscosity and do not worsen blood flow. On the contrary, polyunsaturated and monounsaturated fatty acids of pistachios have a high biological value. Nourish the heart muscle, do not contain cholesterol and can reduce it. Have a healing anti-inflammatory effect and affect the prevention of some types of cancer. Pistachio vitamins. Provitamin is represented in nuts insignificantly to 2.6%. At the same time, the content of vitamins C and B2 already reaches 10% of the daily human requirement. It should be noted that the same content of vitamin C in apples. At the same time, the 4 main vitamins largely determine the useful properties of pistachios. The first of them is vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant and vitamin of youth. It is in the composition of pistachio nuts is up to 55% of the daily norm. This vitamin improves the condition of blood vessels, reduces excess fats in the blood and increases efficiency. It improves the condition of hair, nails and skin. The second vitamin of pistachios is vandestress vitamin B1. In addition to good mood and strength, this vitamin improves digestion and preserves our blood vessels from the damaging effects of waste products. This vitamin, which preserves mental clarity, in pistachios contains up to 60% of the daily requirement of the human body. The third vitamin of these nuts is niacin or B3. Its content reaches 34% of the norm. The responsibility of this compound includes participation in the regulation of blood sugar levels and activation of digestion. B3 helps improve circulation and blood microcirculation, and prevents the appearance of plaques in the blood vessels, has a positive effect on sleep. Finally, B6, in the amount of 85%, actively affects the formation of red blood cells, the nervous system and the production of vital hormones. The content of this vitamin pistachios is the undisputed leader among all products, decently ahead of garlic and sunflower seeds. Also, it is worth mentioning about B9-35%. Folic acid of pistachios contribute to the formation of healthy blood, good liver function and cell renewal of organs and tissues without damaging the DNA code. Micronutrients in pistachios. Pistachios are a real treasure trove of macro and micronutrients for our body. Among the minerals, the leader is iron 6.78 milligrams, which is 68% of the daily requirement of an adult male. And as we know, it is iron that affects high hemoglobin. The next macronutrient, which is especially rich in pistachios, is phosphorus. Its amount reaches 63% of the daily requirement. This element is not only part of the bone tissue, but also regulates the processes of cell division and growth, as well as the activity of the human nervous system. Potassium and magnesium in nuts are also represented in a decent amount of 55% and 45% respectively. Both elements contribute to the smooth operation of the main pump in the human body, the heart. It is also important to say a few words about the calcium of pistachio nuts. It is in them 277 milligrams or 35% of the need. Of course, it is less than in almonds and not as much as in milk. But it's not the same calcium as in milk. The calcium in pistachios, under the influence of vitamin C from the nuts themselves, is easily absorbed and replenishes the body's stores without loss. Pistachio nuts also contain such a rare trace element as zinc to 1.34 milligrams. But in terms of copper content, pistachios are the undisputed leader among products minus 1,300 mcg or 144%. While copper facilitates the absorption of iron, it also affects the health of hair and skin. The health of cartilage and joints depends on this trace element. Finally, it is worth mentioning about manganese, silicon and selenium of pistachio nuts. By the way, selenium enhances the positive effects on the body of vitamin E, the main vitamin of pistachios. It also multiplies the capabilities of the immune system by stimulating macrophages, fighter cells, leukocytes and promoting the production of antibodies. How useful pistachios for the human body. As we said above, the benefits of pistachios for the body are expressed in the high iron content. Pistachios are the most iron-rich nut. In this they do not lag behind lentils. At the same time, iron in combination with copper has a much stronger anti-anemic effect than any pharmaceutical preparations based on iron. Moreover, The anti-anemic properties of pistachio nuts are further enhanced by eating them together with vitamin C-rich fruits and vegetables, for example, sweet peppers, kiwi or oranges, since it is well known that vitamin C significantly improves the absorption of iron in the intestines. Hence, those who suffer from anemia will benefit from regular consumption of pistachios. Pistachios are also beneficial for preventing cardiovascular disorders, including heart attacks and strokes. The nuts improve vascular health, aided by fatty acids and vitamin E along with high levels of potassium and magnesium. In 2003, a report on the heart and vascular benefits of pistachio nuts was confirmed by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, and Iranian scientists in May 2015 concluded the ability of pistachios to normalize the blood pressure of patients without signs of diabetes, strengthening bone tissue and increasing calcium stores. Normalization of blood sugar. Studies in 2014 by medics in Iran show a significant reduction in fasting sugar levels, slowing down the aging process. Here the trio of vitamins E, C and selenium plays a crucial role, improving the condition of skin, hair and nails, increasing vitality, improved well-being and mood. Tryptophan, or amino acid of happiness, in 100 grams of these nuts, contained in an amount of 108% of the body's needs. Comprehensive immunity enhancement, improving the reproductive functions of men and women due to a decent content of zinc and folic acid. Improvement of potency due to increased blood flow. The fact that pistachios contain a lot of arginine, a vasodilator, which stimulates blood flow through the vessels. How to eat pistachios correctly. Ripe, roasted and salted. Another advantage of mature pistachios is that they belong to easily accessible nuts. That is, their kernels are easy to free from the shell. These are the so-called open pistachios. However, immature pistachios do not contain the fullness described above vitamins and trace elements, and they have to be broken. Therefore, when choosing, pay attention to the main mass of nuts with open flaps. The best option is when the kernel of the nut completely fills the space in the shell and has a greenish color. It is preferable to eat raw pistachios, since roasted nuts already contain oxidized fats that are not good for our body. On the contrary, in raw pistachios we get fatty acids and vitamins to the maximum and without loss. Nevertheless, there are some pistachios that do more harm than good. These include the most popular in the market and among young people, salted pistachios. Table salt completely crosses out the useful vasodilating properties of pistachios and significantly reduces the positive effect on blood vessels of other vitamins of these nuts. It contributes to high blood pressure and fluid retention in the body. And every extra 5 g of salt in our diet is a loss of 60 milligrams of biologically active form of calcium from bone tissue. Thus, eating salted pistachios is also harming our bones. We end up losing more calcium than we gain from the nuts themselves. How much? How and with what? So how many pistachios can you eat in one day? Between 15 and 50 kernels a day, or according to other sources 30 to 50 grams, is quite sufficient, in addition to a separate intake. Pistachios can be combined with dried fruits, apricots, raisins, added to salads, used to prepare desserts. For example, the recipe for a salad with tomatoes, avocado, pistachios and arugula. The dish is dressed with olive oil, lemon and orange juice,